mendedheartsquilting.com 24/7. You can do in-store pickup, or you can order and have everything shipped to you. So you always have that option. And while you are on there ordering, in case you don't make it in the shop, what is our special this week? Our deal of the week
is 15% off of patriotic fabric and kits. That should auto discount for you in the checkout, and so you have to add it to your cart, but it's patriotic fabric and patriotic kits. So, and that goes through Monday at midnight, and then next Tuesday we'll have your next deal for you.
Yeah. Let's see. Can't really think of anything else at the moment.
No, but I just got distracted because the UPS guy just walked by with like huge amount of boxes.
Oh my God, he had like 4 boxes.
It's all new fabric.
And 2 of them were small.
I'm sure he probably has like 20 fabric boxes. That's how it rolls.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, and speaking of fabric, just FYI, we've been getting some calls about it. So just so you know, Riley Blake has an amazing fabric line, all golf related. And it lands in January. And I went ahead and I think it was last night at midnight or something, I was messaging my rep to make sure that I got that. And oddly enough, when I woke up, she'd been messaging too. So I think she must have been up late as well. So I do have that on order. So I know people have been coming in asking about golf fabric. So it's a nice line.
It is. It's a really, it's a good one.
Yeah.
We also, I think maybe next week or the week after, we'll be showing you some Christmas lines too that are coming in. So we've gotten a bunch of Halloween that we've showed how up on the floor, and now we're getting some Christmas. So
yes.
And Angela and I are both still coloring our Quiltworks Technique of the Month, so we'll be showing you guys that maybe soon. If we can decide on some colorways.
I think mine's done.
It only took you one time.
The way you said that, I felt like, oh, I'm gonna get attacked.
Yeah, that's how I have like 6 different options in quilts. And I saw you had one, and I'm like, oh, she must have just started.
No, actually, the last 3 nights, pretty much the last 3 nights, every night I go in the house and I sit in bed and I've been playing with the computer to get it. And I think I've got it down. I think that it is it, but I wanted to wake up fresh today and open it and look at it and decide if that's the colorway I want. But I'm very pleased with it, so yeah. I'm hoping. I might have to tweak 1 or 2 things, but fingers crossed.
Wow, you never have yours done before me.
Well, I always have the coloring done.
Okay.
I don't have the quilt done.
Well, be looking for that, because I know we've been talking about it, and we'll be showing our colorways and pieces, and I think the paper should be here soon for us to get started on.
Well, and yes, and I will give you my tip as to how I came up with mine. It made mine really, really, I think, a lot easier to bring it together. So I'll show you guys my little trick. I'm not gonna say.
Oh, you're not gonna tell us right now?
No, because you got 5 going. I need you.
I have at least 5. Like save duplicate.
And then tweak some.
Yeah.
Save duplicate.
Yeah.
No, it'll be fun. I'm excited for this, really, because I really like my colorway. So, and it will surprise nobody. I don't think it will surprise anybody.
Mine won't either. So
yeah,
that's fine.
Creature of habits.
Yep.
Okay. So anything else? Shop related, crazy? Any questions? Anything there that we need to?
We never did a love it or leave it today.
So I don't even know what National Day it is.
Oh, we didn't do that either.
Gosh.
Oh man, we're behind today. And we were here ready early.
That's
why.
the problem. We were standing here 10 minutes early. Usually what National Day is it? And we're running in to get in front of the camera. That is hilarious. Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, Terry says hello from Canada, and Helen says can't wait to see them, your guys' quilts.
Oh, good.
Yes. Terry is never home.
No. And Helen has a couple Quiltworks to work on too.
Don't be calling her out live on Facebook.
No, I colored one for her not too long ago. So
okay. All
yeah,
right.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sorry, Helen. I didn't mean to call you out.
Oh, I should be like, that's fine, because usually she's calling me out.
Yeah,
So.
sick me on someone else.
Okay, so let's jump into Longarm quilting and Innova. If you have spent any amount of time with me at all or listened to me talk, you know I love Aurifil, right? We all know that. I'm an Aura philosopher. I love Aurifil thread. And the perfect combination with my Aurifil thread is my Innova Longarm. And I think it's maybe been 20 years that I've been quilting on these machines. Absolutely love them. I know it's only my opinion, but they are the best on the market. So we're going to talk to you about that a little bit today. And if you have any questions about longarms, longarm quilting, anything like that, make sure that you are putting them, type them out in the comment section, and we will try to answer them for you. Yeah, because I could just go on and on and on. I love my machine. So, oh, Erin, since she does not do this, she's going to step aside and maybe have a few questions. And we are going to bring over Cheyenne, our special guest. She is my Innova rep. And so let's all give her a round of applause because she's nervous.
Oh, I'm clapping on the microphone. That's probably not a good idea. So I'm going to pass this off. I hope everybody has a great 4th, and we will see you next week.
I guess
I'm still going to be here asking questions. But.
Oh, yeah, you'll be here asking
Well,
questions.
Helen said, yes, she does have another Quiltworks quote, and she ducked her head a little bit when you
That's hilarious.
It's all in fun, Helen. If you could only see my sewing room, you'd know.
Oh, God, mine too. I did send a little video of mine currently in its state to Carly, so I don't know if that will pop up on social media, but well, it's fine. It's all good. So we're used to doing all the stuff here. Cheyenne, not so much.
No.
But we decided to throw her right in front of the cameras. And we're like, yeah, it's all going to be good. So what we talked about is she is going to show you how easy it is to set up and have the machine start stitching out an edge-to-edge quilting design on Innova's Mach 3 autopilot.
Yes.
So I will zip it and I will let you take over and and show us what you do.
Okay, well hi, I'm Cheyenne from Innova. It is super simple on our system. It's really 3 steps, that is all. Your biggest step is going to be choosing your pattern. Select it, put it on your screen. You can resize it if you would like. I like to, or it can be super small. And then we have a little edge-to-edge button. You select it, and then you can just come down here and hit generate edge-to-edge. And now you are ready to be sewing an edge-to-edge with your longarm. On here, you can see exactly where all your green start points are and then also your stop points. Since we have multiple in here, we can connect them if that is what we would like to do. Zoom in. All you have to do is select it, and then you can come over here. Let's see which one. Then you can attach, and then you just hit accept. Makes it very easy. To start, you just hit our little go, our sewing. It's saying that more than one pattern is outside because this little box, you can see, is going to be our sew zone. You can sew anywhere without this. The actual big box that's red is just going to be a quilt representation. You hit yes, and it's going to build. And then it's just to say, if you're good to go, hit continue. And your machine is going to move to exactly where you want it to start. As soon as it moves, it's going to show you a picture of what it's fixing to be sewing. When you see the picture, this is where you want to pick up your bobbin thread. Did you already? Awesome, thank you. So once that's done, you can hit continue on the computer, or if you're all the way on the other side, you can hit continue on the head of it. Hit continue. And she's going to start sewing. As you can see as well, anything that's showing in red, and that has already been sewn. It'll show you where it's going next as well.
We'll let it stitch just a little bit and then show you a little close-up of the pattern. So just so that you guys will be able to see really well, we're stitching out with a variegated thread. I absolutely adore using variegated thread, and I think this is probably my favorite. 3817. 3817.
That sounds right.
It's an Orifil variegated, and the colors are stunning.
I think it's called like Macacash or
I thought it was Marrakesh.
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 I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, 3817 I'm sure is the number. And it's funny when people bring their quilts in to have them quilted. I have people who have a hard line in the sand where they're like, no variegated thread. I don't want variegated thread on my quilts. And then there's others that, only use variegated thread on my quilt. The beauty of variegated thread, for instance, if you have a quilt that is all black and white, you're not going to want to put white thread on that because every time it hits the white fabric, it's going to disappear. And vice versa, if you put black on it, every time it hits black fabric, the thread's going to disappear. So a variegated white and black would be stunning because then you're going to see that quilting through the whole thing. You don't necessarily want that thread to disappear in certain parts of the quilt because if it does, then it's going to look like those sections of the quilt have not been quilted. Even though you'll be able to see the dimension on it, it will still, when you stand back, it'll look like sections aren't quilted. So that's one of the beautiful things about variegated thread. Now typically you could just throw a gray thread on there, but how much fun is that? No, that's not fun.
Okay, it is for sure 3817, and it's called Marrakesh.
Marrakesh 3817. So when you drop your quilts off here and you want them edge to edge quilted, this is what happens. So Denise does a lot of the edge to edge quilting here anymore. Every once in a while I will if somebody just absolutely has to have me quilt their quilt. And so that's allowed me to go back to doing a little bit of custom quilting. So I only announced that a couple months ago and now I'm booked all the way out into next year. So yes, I do custom quilting, but I'm booked out pretty far again. So another question that comes up a lot is if you have a variegated thread on the top, what do you have in your bobbin? So in this instance, I have the same variegated thread in the bottom. So otherwise, if it's like a black and white, sticking with that theory, if you have a black and white variegated on top and the back of your quilt is white, typically you would put a black thread on the back, because if any part of that white on top pokes, or the black on top pokes through, you're gonna see little black pokies on the back of it from that thread. Whereas if you have the black thread on the back, it's just, if that comes through, you're not gonna see it. And if the white pops through for any reason, then it's not gonna matter because you have a white back. Now I hope that makes sense. It's a lot to think about when you're thinking about your thread color and stuff, but it is important. I always use Aurifil's 43, which is made for Longarms. I put all their weights on this, but typically for an edge to edge, I use their 43 ply. And then in the bobbin, I usually have my 50 weight, Aurifil 50 weight in the bobbin when I'm quilting. But
well, she let you know she was done with the first row. So I had it where it was not connected, so that way everyone can see. With an Innova Longarm, you can sew left to right, like on most Longarms, but you can also sew right to left. So no matter what direction you are going, it will sew. Hit continue.
and that's a big point, because you might think, oh, any Longarm's gonna come over and then come back. No, they're not. And I've heard that over the years. I've heard a lot of other, not going to mention any names, don't need to do that, but I've heard other people say, hey, how can that go that way? My machine doesn't.
So what's the benefit of that?
Well, the benefit is so I have this whole space here where I can stitch out, and we can link them, like what Cheyenne was saying. And so it's just going to keep going back and forth and stitching that out for you. Whereas some machines, if they can't go right to left, they have to then stop it here, go back here, restart it, stitch your next line,
so
restart it.
You would have to, as a quilter, move the head back to
Yes.
the left side and start over as a new row.
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
get it.
Yeah. So this allows it to do what a Longarm should.
Yep.
Stitch out the whole area, and then instead of starting and stopping and starting and stopping. And if you have a Longarm, it should move in every direction.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah. It should not, yeah. It makes me crazy. It makes me crazy, the things that I hear when people come in, well, it doesn't do this. Why not? Okay.
And since we never had to actually stop the machine, it does go from right to left. When it comes to the next row, I was able to just hit go, and she's automatically going to continue sewing. I do not have to bring up my bobbin thread again because I never
You want to talk about how you choose a pattern and thread density? Stitch density?
Patterns, or do you want me to? I don't care.
I can a little bit. So, amazing thing also with Innova is even though she is currently running right now, you can come up here and select another tab, put in whatever you want your project name to be with the size of the quilt that you're making, and then you can pull up a second one to start designing your second quilt while one is still currently sewing on your machine. So you come to our pattern library. We have it by a tag system, meaning if you wanted to do an edge-to-edge design, you can select edge-to-edge, and then just like by tag, search, and now you know all of these designs that are being shown are edge-to-edge. From here, it is just whatever you think would look best on your quilt.
There's really not a right or wrong as to what design you want to put on your quilt. Sometimes you know, I mean, there's the obvious. If you have a patriotic quilt, I have eagles and flags and all the things. I even have some designs that are Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. I did National Guard. I mean, you know, you can really, I mean, the sky's the limit with these quilt patterns. So there's the specific ones for Halloween and so forth. But if you have one and you're staring at it and you're thinking, what am I going to put on this? I look to the fabric. You know, if there's a lot of florals on there, I know you love florals, so that's an easy. Okay, let's find a floral design that's going to look nice on it, or leaves, or you know, I just let the quilt decide what it wants on it, really. So, and thread color, I did a little reel on that will be coming out, I think, as well. But just how to choose your thread color, you just need to lay the thread out on here and audition it.
And that's a big thing we talked about in the shop too. When you come in, we try to find the thread that we already have open and match it and lay it out, or use the Orifil swatch book, because it makes a difference in the wrapped on the spool, or even in when it has the plastic around it still, versus just laying out one single thread. It does make a difference.
So I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna grab you guys on Facebook and go up close so you can kind of see the design and see what it is stitching out. So if you don't like movement, here I go. Look at that thread color. Oh my gosh. Hi, Patricia. Oh, and density. How do you decide the density on your quilting design? That's just personal choice. It's really personal choice. I mean, to me, I call this one, I would say this one is medium density. For me, that's what I would say this is. Other people are going to say that's too dense for me. It's too heavy. So it just kind of depends. That's the beauty of having the quilt shop is everything upstairs for shop samples, everything has been quilted by either Denise or I. And so you can just point and say, hey, I like the density on that quilting, the Christmas quilt or something. I like that. And then it's a lot easier. Do you want me to? Okay. All right, hang on, Instagram.
Jean says that is very pretty. Love the variegated thread.
I know, and variegated thread on black is just stunning. So this particular one is the M24. There's also the M20 and the M28. Yes. So, and you can
We'll clarify the difference between the M20, M24, and the M28 is just going to be the throat size of the machine. This gives you how much quilting room you have.
I'm doing my Vanna. And as we were talking about earlier, it's things to think about when you're getting a long arm. It's not, you know, I like the bigger machines with the bigger throat space, but I'm taller. So to reach the back and to climb around on it is not such a big deal. Whereas if you're,
I think she's trying to say
Well, like
if
me,
you're
I can't
short,
reach that.
it's harder to get to.
yes, if you're shorter, you might want to think about the M20 where there's not, where you can reach the back of the machine. And there is also a lift that you can put on your machine,
Yes.
so you can raise it or lower it. Sometimes, for instance, we had a group of 4 sisters who all got a long arm together, and they're all different heights. And so having that lift on there to adjust it makes a big difference as well.
Absolutely.
Now this is showing edge to edge, but you can break it down and customize, like computer customize it, right?
Absolutely. Do anything your heart desires. And also an amazing thing about Innova is if you have your computerized system so that way you can edge to edge, you can also very easily turn it into a free motion machine. It is 3 magnetic belts in the back. You unclip them, move to the side, and you are no longer computerized. You are now free motion.
Nice.
So when this gets to the edge here, we will show you that. Just boom, boom, boom. Or I guess we could stop it now and I could show it. I mean, I don't have to. It's a sample. Not a shot sample, just
Okay, so to stop it, if say you want to walk away, only thing you have to do is just hit stop on either one. It'll automatically stop it.
Will this save it so it knows where to go back to? Like if you leave it for tonight and come back tomorrow?
You can absolutely save your patterns. Absolutely. On here, you just go up here to File, and then you can hit Save Project.
Oh, nice.
Very easy.
Okay. So, I know you guys can't see this, but I have one magnet that I'm popping off here, and then 2 at the same time. Boom. You are free motion. And I know you can't feel it. I mean, you can see it, but I know you can't feel it, but it glides so beautifully. I love free motion quilting.
And I am not artistic at all, so I do not free motion. I am a computerized quilter, 1000%.
But that's the beauty of that, right? So there's something for everybody. But if this is a 12-foot table, but you can get a smaller table as well, so it'll fit in whatever space that you have.
So our standard sizes are either 5 foot, 8 foot, 10 foot, or 12 foot.
Can you put the big M28 on a 5-foot frame?
Technically, yes.
I mean, I don't know
Very
why you
large,
would, but,
yeah,
but just to say, like, you can do it.
Yes, absolutely.
And the frames are another amazing part of this. I mean, I'm not going to demonstrate this, but sometimes when, I'm free motion quilting and I need to stretch, I'll just whip my leg up across this pole because I float my tops and I do not hook them into this one. But I am telling you, this is a solid frame. I climb all over this machine.
We have climbed onto the back of this machine and stood on the table of the machine just to show people that technically you can. It is solid.
Yes. So that is a big deal. I mean, and if you've looked at long arms or know anything about them, or maybe your friend has one, I mean that frame is a big deal. So yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Does anybody have any questions? Did any questions pop up?
Helen said I could watch this all day.
I know, it really is mesmerizing. Like when I went close up for you guys, it is so mesmerizing to just watch it. When I first, because I came into it free motion only and did custom only. And then, of course, with the shop, I went ahead and got the computerized long arm. And I think every time I did it, I would just sit and stare at it. And I thought, that Angela, time is money. What are you doing? But it's so relaxing just to watch it stitch out. So yeah. So anyway, I think that's all we really have to talk about. But if you guys have any questions on the Innova, or you know somebody who is looking or thinking about a long arm, or you're just not sure, just give us a call. Come in and talk to me about it. You can take a peek at I have another one ordered because we just delivered one last Saturday, so I'm down to one at the moment, but I'll have another one in here soon enough. But we have this one here. You can take a peek at it. I can talk to you about it. One of the things I hear a lot is, well, I can't stand in front of the machine. And yes, that's a big deal, but that's where the autopilot comes in, and you're just setting it up, stitching it out, and it's going for you, and you can do some really beautiful, beautiful things. So if it's your thing, stop by and talk to me about it.
Someone asked on Instagram, tell me about the embroidery feature.
So
I don't have the embroidery
she does
feature.
not have our embroidery feature on this one, so I can't show you.
It's coming on the new one, I promise.
Yes. Making her have it so everyone can see it in action.
Yes.
So the amazing thing is it's actually embroidery on our long arms. The only difference is instead of a hoop moving on an embroidery machine, it's going to be the head of the machine moving on here. There is no hoop you have to put on, nothing. You could put it just like that and say it's going to embroider. She is going to automatically embroider. She does take DST embroidery files. So just like any other pattern, you would just select the embroider pattern that you would like and then just hit go.
That's beautiful. And I'm sorry to my embroidery person over here. You know how Erin loves her embroidery, and there's a place and a time for everything, right? But yes, I love the big open space.
I'm not buying it till I see it in action. So.
Okay.
So you're going to get our embroidery, and then she can still embroider just on a long arm.
Yes, exactly.
She has a big canvas now.
Yeah, that's it right there. The big canvas. I prefer the big canvas, but.
I do satin stitch.
Yes.
Yes. So, yeah, it is on my list. When I order in my new machine to replace the one that just went out the door, I will have that embroidery part on it, and so we can probably jump on and do another demo with that after it's here and all set up. So, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
The amazing thing is, if anybody already has an Innova as well and is interested in embroidery when she shows you, all of our systems are already built to have any of our accessories be attached to them. So if it's something you would like to do, then you can always call our office, talk to her, let her know that you are interested in embroidery, and we can actually automatically put that onto your computer. Especially if you have our M series, there's nothing that you have to do. All thing we do is just accept the software. That's all it is just software.
Yeah, absolutely. Easy peasy, see? Easy. Okay, so I think that does it for us today. Was there anything else, Erin, that we needed to?
I don't think so.
Okay.
There's no more questions on here, but before we go, what is one thing you wish more people knew about Innova?
One thing.
It is completely made in the USA. We are actually based out of Montgomery, Texas, about 40 minutes out of Houston, Texas. It's completely built and manufactured all right there.
Family owned.
Yes, it's family owned, for family generation family.
Mm-hmm.
They actually started industrial, and then they decided to start doing home science. So we went from industrial machines to huge, large textile mattress factory machines, and we put all that technology into now our home systems.
You know, I think I would say, I suppose the most important thing I would want you to know is when somebody comes in and they're looking at one of these long arms and they say to me, well, what's the warranty? Because I've had this problem, what's the warranty? And I'm like, I stop in my tracks because I had my first Innova for like 8 years. I never had to make a phone call except when I'd only had it a week and I didn't wind the bobbin properly. Okay, we all start somewhere, right? We all start somewhere. And I called, 24/7 hotline, I called. And they walked me through it, got it all fixed, and then before I hung up the phone, the gentleman I talked to, it was one of the owners at the time, and he said, Angela, don't ever get yourself this worked up. You call immediately. And I'd only had it for like a week, but I was like, oh my gosh, I was so stressed out. But other than that, I never had any problems. And so the help is there, always. Always. Whether if you can't get me, then, Texas is available for y'all.
Yes.
So, and the other thing is, I think this amazes people too. You only oil in one spot. You only oil in one spot. And it does not leak. And you're probably saying, why are you telling me that? Well, I'm telling you that because I saw a long arm over the weekend, and that's the hardest thing for them is it leaks in like 4 places, and they have to oil it in 5 or 6 places. Crazy, you guys, crazy. It's just, I suppose that's why I love it so much, because I can just quilt. It's no different than if you have a sewing machine where you're always having problems with it, and then all of a sudden you get a new one and then you're carefree. I mean, we want your experience to be, fun. This should be fun and inspiring, and I think that's what I love about it is I don't have problems. I have problems. Okay, don't get me wrong, but it's not with this Innova. No, this is my happy place, and there's just not issues.
And the one reason why we don't have any oiling ports on the machines because we have sealed ball bearings. Everything inside of the machine is completely sealed. The only thing we do recommend that you oil is just your bobbin case whenever you change out your bobbin. Just like you would on any machine. But other than that, and we do, like I said, have 24/7 customer care. So it means you can call us at any time. Even if it's 2 a.m., we're going to answer, we're going to help. We can actually remote into your system as well, so that way, if maybe it's just a pattern isn't lining up how you want it to and you want help, we can remote into your actual computer and help you fix that issue. If it's anything as well as just like a simple fix, it's really nice that we will also FaceTime you. Say, it's just not stitching right, and we can have you FaceTime us to say like, oh, well, the thread just wasn't through this one little spot that's supposed to be. It came out. We just didn't thread it correctly. We will sit on FaceTime with you and thread the machine correctly. So that way we don't have to send somebody out. Don't have to charge anybody anything. We will just help you.
And I would say, I don't know, from my perspective, 99% of the time it's user. Like if it's giving me fits, I know I've done something wrong. And it's easy to do, miss a loop, as you were saying, when you're threading or something. So, yeah. I just can't say enough. I really can't. You can hang out with me all day and we could quilt and talk about thread and quilting, but I'm sure you guys have other things to do. So I guess if there's no other questions, you want to pop in and say bye? Sure. She thought she might not have to be on camera.
I thought I was done, but
okay, so thank you, Cheyenne, for hanging out with us today. And like she said, any questions, you can reach out to me here at the shop, Angela, 515-836-4280. Or you can email. And I do have the Innovas on the website. So you can go to mendedheartsquilting.com, and there are pictures of each one of the machines and information about them. So if you want to take a peek there first, before you give me a call, that's perfectly fine too. But you will find all the information on them there. So, yeah. All right, so we will see you next Tuesday at 2 and next Saturday on Saturdays and Stitches and Instagram.